that environment.
Better be careful, your husband is also in that environment.
And if my husband does wrong, Honorable Chair and members, I think, and to be fair, let's deal with the question. There are consequences. One of the things I have always stood by, I'm not prepared to. He's an amazing husband, that's an aside. I'm not prepared to compromise my integrity or oath of office, not even for the husband, not at all.
Yeah. So let's just deal with, you mentioned that you don't know, you haven't met Mr. Adams. You mentioned in your statement, though, that I'm looking at paragraph 44, that when he approached IDAC, he had already gone twice to the SAPS in the Western Cape and Gauteng provinces. We had open cases. And then you say, somewhat miraculously, these cases had disappeared. Now, do you have first-hand knowledge of this, or are you just conveying information that came to your knowledge at some point?
So, Chair, this came to my knowledge through my own investigators who had taken the Section 27 referral affidavit from Mr. Adams. So part of what he indicates is that when he received information, which he alleges was pushed under his door, which is part of the affidavit, that he opened cases in the Western Cape. He later opened cases in Gauteng. Nothing came of either or, and these matters then were referred to IDAC. However, what IDAC did find on the first arrest, the first matter,
yeah, if you can conclude your answer.
Is it okay, Honorable Skhosana?
Conclude your answer, Advocate Johnson,
So,
and then Honorable Skhosana will be given an opportunity.
Okay. Honorable Chair, I'm not sure if it is appropriate to raise. I know, I said, I do not know Mr. Adams. I've never met Mr. Adams. I've not spoken to him, but I have seen him on television. And it is somewhat of a challenge for me, ethically. We are discussing a criminal matter in which Mr. Adams is a complainant, and I do see that he is sitting in the House. What can happen later during a criminal trial, accused are allowed to say that their matter was unduly influenced by his presence. I'm merely raising it, and for the Chair and House to decide how you deal with it.
You don't know him, but you see him.
No, not knowing a person is one thing. I've seen his face on television.
Oh, okay. The face you see is the face you saw.
I wouldn't know whether it's a kilogram heavier or lighter, but yes, it's similar.
Okay. SC, how do you deal with that matter?
With Mr. Adams being in the house or in the room? I think we need to be consistent in the same way that we've dealt with some other honorable members remaining in the house, and despite being complainants in cases. I don't think, Advocate Johnson, there'd be any prejudice. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe getting a fright that you're seeing him here today. But apart from that, there's no prejudice to the case. He is a complainant in a matter.
To be clear, Honorable Chair, I didn't talk of prejudice to the state's case. We also protect the rights of accused persons, and I do not want accused to raise later on that certain details were discussed and the complainant thereof sat in a house where they didn't have representation and or were not present. I merely raised that ethical issue.
Well, you can go outside now, Ms. Johnson, and look at it on TV. It's going to make any difference.
You can take Honorable Connor Barnett with you.
Honorable Malim.
Just to put it on record that Adams is not a member of this committee. He's a member of parliament. And like any other member of parliament, his rights are not withdrawn. He can attend any committee as a member of parliament. So this is a completely different space. Hence, before she took an oath, you have had to remind her that certain things that are done here may not even be used anywhere else outside this place. So it's for Adam's personal conscience that he left, which for me is good, but it should be put clear that he's not a member of our committee, he's a member of parliament, and it doesn't influence anything when it comes to how decisions are going to be made here. Thanks.
Honorable Skosana.
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to make a follow-up question about the issue of Honorable Member Adams. That did Mr. Adams bring up a classified document in his report? If so, are you authorized to investigate a classified intelligence, and which specific section allows you to do so? Because according to the law, only the Inspector General of the Intelligence Office has the authority to investigate such matters.
Is that question based on the evidence that the SC is leading?
Yes.
Okay. Number one is that, yes, it's true that Mr. Adams is not a member of this committee. And number two is that he is not leaving the proceedings because it is a decision of the chair that he must leave. And number three, when questions are put to you, advocate, and in your conscience you have an understanding that it has an element to prejudice any person, you can always raise that to say, I believe that there is an element of prejudice in this question, and these are the reasons that I advance.